let's see. I think, Gil, you had a question for Kays. You said, would you briefly highlight the advantages and limitations compared with the direct use of the UC Santa Cruz browser? Kays, are you still online? Can you help us with that?
Sure, I can take that. I guess the biggest advantage of using the browser in tranSMART is that you can drag your tranSMART data into it, which is something you can do with the USC browser. So does that answer your question, Jill?
Yeah, that's really the key point, I think.
Case,
there may be some other features that you want to mention that might be under development for Dalliance in order to be competitive with what UC Santa Cruz permits people to do for analysis and visualization.
Right, like methylome analysis or showing histone marks or uploading ENCODE data and having that available to compare to what is being analyzed within tranSMART. Is there any plan along those lines?
Well, a browser is, of course, just a browser, but the key thing is the data. And then, at least in my opinion, the nice thing of the browser that we use is that it does implement the DAS protocol. So any track, like the ENCODE data that is served on a public server, whether that's from the EBI or from UCSC, which supports this protocol, can basically be visualized in the genome browser. I think that's so it doesn't have to be this or that. You can actually combine and mix those.
Boy, that's super. We're going to give that a try, and we'll report back to the group on how we do.
Yeah, thanks for clarifying.
That's something we want to do, Terry.
Yeah, and maybe what's good to add is one of the features that I'm very excited of, which is going to come, and that we're developing in trade, is bringing the OnCode print visualization from cBioportal to tranSMART. So that's another example of basically collaboration that we're going to see later.
Great. Kays, I see another question that you can help us with. Dave Merberg has asked, in the demo, an OAuth key was retrieved with a web browser. Can this be done programmatically instead? And that's for the R interface.
Well, that's a good question. I think that's possible, as long as, of course, the thing is then you have to write that. But yeah, sure, you can automate that. Basically, you have to submit your credentials then programmatically to the website, and it would retrieve it. Sure, that's possible.
Okay, great.